Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Jojo Rabbit, I just think is so special for so many reasons. And I've talked to Taika and Chelsea, one of the producers, about it.
Yes.
And I didn't realize that Taika was half Jewish, and he said he always wanted to find a way to honor that part of his family.
Yes, exactly, because his mother's Jewish, and the history comes, actually they were from Russia, and there were the pogroms, and his grandfather escaped first to the UK and then to New Zealand. So he had in his film Boy and Hunts for the Wilder People, he had already had, the background, which was the New Zealand background, his Maori background from the father, but this was his way of honoring the other side of the family, his mother's Jewish heritage and European heritage.
I think it's I'm Jewish myself, and it's like the most touching, beautiful tribute there could be.
Yes.
I overheard you spent 5 years researching,
yes.
Which I'm so glad you said, because I think sometimes people think writing's like it's not a fast process.
No, it was, and it was. For me, it was the book is darker than the film, but one of the reasons is I was writing it at the Memorial Museum, and you had every day I'd go in the path and you had large photos of the Holocaust victims left and right. So they were such familiar faces to me. They were almost like my closest friends as I'm going in and out, and it was just heartbreaking every time to go and to know, okay, here and here and here, and then I come and leave, and I said I owe, to what happened, to be very exact in this research, to try to contain it, in the story. And I also had people still alive then, so I could get all the details I needed, and I thought I needed to do that before these people pass away, because then I won't know all these details, of how things were.
I'm like about to cry because it's like so moving to me, because that's the best thing I think you could do, because as we pass away, people still they're not here to say that it did happen.
Yes.
So sorry,
Yes.
I'm like so teary, but it's like very important.
Although I have to say, there's a wonderful woman right here in LA. Her name is Mart Cohen, and she's about to turn 100 years old in April, and she's a survivor of the Holocaust. And I just read her book, and she's one of the very close friends of my sister-in-law. So I thought to myself, that's wonderful. I had even more details still. But that generation, it's just precious, because every month that goes by now, every year that goes by, there's just less and less people who are eyewitnesses, and people can't forget. That can't be empty words.
It absolutely can't. And I think that's the best thing, is documenting that. So thank you. And I'm so glad for the movie and the book, and I just think you're wonderful. So thank you so much. Congratulations. Like, seriously, it's...
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's lovely to talk to you.